Hello friends and welcome back. Today is day 8 of the IAE 2952 and today is MISC day. Apparently not miscellaneous, but MISC. So let's see what they have in store for us, and afterwards we are going to show you the paint for the Prospector. So stay tuned. It looks like Earth. Well, that does not look like Earth though. Maybe Earth in the future? Why are they flying like that? Okay, let's go. Up the middle. These are very like bulky. They kind of look like robots. So the first ship is the Prospector, a mining ship. You have one mining head and it's a single person mining ship. What is that? Like, does it hold the stuff you mine in there? Okay. That's for your whatever you mine. So no interior on this one. Oh, there is an interior. No weapons. Oh, small weapons on the bottom at the front. Maybe size 1. Very minimal protecting yourself. So let's see what's inside. So you got your standard, like your bathroom. Shower, toilet, sink. And then you have your bed. It's a one bed. A cooler. Your components. Oh, and the cockpit is right there. It's like literally a couple steps away. Is there a glass? It's so... Wow, it's so open. I feel like I would fall out. I'm sure the view looks amazing, but looking at it like this, it looks like I'm gonna fall out. Like there's no glass. It's a very clean glass. That's why it looks like it's not there. Okay, it's a very useful mining ship. This is the Hull A, but it looks like hula. And it's floating. I don't know if it's supposed to hover. Oh, it's not supposed to hover. It's a basic cargo ship. That middle part will open up. And you can carry some containers. Is it like, do you mean expand? Oh, it expands. And then you can, it becomes like a storage area for cargo. Oh, the cargo is attached to it. Okay. Let's see inside. A ladder. Airlock. You got your components. You got a suit locker. Oh, you got a little like habitation room. Weapons locker. I'm guessing that's a sink. A food dispenser. That does not look appetizing. Oh my gosh. Okay. Oof. You got storage. Oh, what is... Oh, it opens up. It opens up. Okay, so it does function. You have one bed. Is this like a one-person ship? So it is a one-person ship. Oh, it's an entry-level cargo ship, but it's actually quite big. I feel like the ship is kind of big. Oh, so you have a hull A all the way to E, and E is the biggest. And there is Dare. Dare products. Dare and Curran. I guess if they're not sponsored, they just blur it out. You have your like standard airplane bathroom. And then we're gonna head into the cockpit. Small one-seater. Looks pretty basic. I do like the window from the Prospector better. That was a pretty cool window. Yeah. Okay. Pretty straightforward. What is this? Oh, it's a ladder. Oh, hi. We got a friend trying to get up while we get down. Oh, thank you. This is the MISC Starfarer. A heavy refueling ship. Oh, the green one is a military version. For Gemini. Starfarer. Okay, the inside is the same, but the military one has more weapons. I don't know if that's a good idea if it's a fueling ship. That sounds dangerous. Maybe things are different in the year 2952. That's like carrying matches around a gas line. So you have your fuel pods, they're huge. Also, there's two types, quantum and hydrogen fuel. That's the fuel rod. Oh, and there's a ramp to get on. Is that where you put your ship? What is this? It's just like to take cargo? So you have seats, you have a huge cargo area. So when you refuel, do you refuel outside? It doesn't come into the ship. Okay. It won't let us in. Okay. Oh, it's an airlock, but at the bottom, so you just jump down and out. Is that it? Why won't it let us through that one door? Or do you think it lets like an escape pod? Okay, we're not too sure what those doors are, but it won't let us through, so. Okay, you can go up the door, up the ladder. Oh, it's a catwalk all the way around the ship. Oh, to overlook the cargo. Got it. It is very confusing. These are escape pods. This feels like there's a lot of space, but no real reason for it. It's very... So this is the bridge. And maybe that seat is for the refueling. Or nope. Never mind. It's over here. Oh, it's fully functional. It's in game. Yay, something fully functional. But not useful. Oh, wow. Is that like... Oh, wow. That's a captain seat. That's like the king seat overlooking everybody else. Oh, it reminds you of Star Trek. And the pilots are there. Okay. Let's head on over to the next area. This is outside catwalk. Oh, right there. In that orange area. Oh. Oh, there. Okay. Oh, wait. Can you go back? What it says? No. It says MISC and then what MISC stands for. On the screen. On the screen. Yeah. Right here. Oh, wow. Musahi Industrial and Starflight Concern. Yeah, that's definitely not miscellaneous. Okay. Musashi Industrial and Starflight Concern. But I'm not gonna lie, those words don't make any sense. To fuel? Oh. We can charge the price for fuel. Because it's your business. So let's head to the upper deck. I feel like on this ship you need a map because there's no... It's very confusing. It's like a maze. Forget the hay maze, cornfield maze. Forget that. Just get on the ship and try to find each other. It's like an escape room or something. Like... Okay, this is the gravity generator. You got escape pods. Maybe an engine room. A random hallway. We don't know why it's there. Oh, this is turret access. I'm sorry. This does not seem very practical. Unless you know the ship very well, I would get so lost. And then we would die. Because it would take me so long to get anywhere. What the heck? Did the lift just cut me off? That's kind of creepy. That's how you die on lifts. You gotta be careful, people. So this is the upper deck. Another turret access. Are those beds? Is that like the habitation? Wow. No privacy. I don't know why you need 6 beds. I guess you have lockers for your personal stuff. A bathroom. Oh, girl and guy bathroom. Wow, this is the first time there's a girl and a guy's. I wonder if there's a difference. Oh, you cannot open it? We will never know. Because you cannot open it. I don't know if it's a good idea to have girls and guys sleeping in the same... Okay, so we got the kitchen. And it's very dark. Why does it display the gravity generator info thing? Okay, we're assuming this is the captain's quarters. No, you just gotta stand. It's like the new standing desk for the captain. Oh, oh wow, planet, blanket, and sheets. Wow. He loves the planets. He loves the universe. You know what? I realized there's no kids in Star Citizen. But there's teddy bears. How does that work? How do you procreate? Oh, you clone? So they just clone as adults? Okay. If anybody has the answer, please put it down in the comments. Okay, we assume that's it. This ship is very confusing. They need a lot of arrows and like markers, maps, directions. I really feel like somebody will definitely die on that lift because it does not look safe. That's a safety hazard right there. Now it's an escape room situation where we try to get out. Oh, okay. He knows how. So that was the Starfarer Gemini. I would hope I would never have to be on that ship because... Okay, apparently it's very hard to fly, but I feel like it's just going to be a hard life on the ship because everything is so confusing. Only half the things work. A lot of things are quite impractical. So this is the Reliant Series. The Reliant Maple? Mako? Reliant Mako. Reporting ship. Oh, there's a camera. Oh. It's like a news ship or something. Okay, but not news. You have a chair and then you have 2 beds. Right when you enter. A very small bathroom. It's functional, but you can't sit... Okay, here's the problem. There's the toilet, but you can't sit down because the toilet extends out to the door. Or you gotta poop with the door... Oh, there, you gotta poop in the open. So everybody's gonna be smelling your poo-poo. Oh, this is really cool. This is a really cool open glass concept. Oh, this ship flies vertically. No wonder. Oh, it's like that thing we saw on the TV screen. Yeah. Got it. It's a cool Star Wars type of ship. I was wondering, why is it so spread out? Wait a second. So if everything flies that way, what does the inside look like when you fly? Once it turns vertical. Yes, but what does that look like? Does everything else turn to the side then? Yeah, but what about the beds and stuff? How does that work? Is this in game? Can somebody in game that has flown vertically let us know what happens to the beds and stuff? Do you like end up climbing the walls? I don't know. Okay. It's very confusing. Okay. So this is the Reliant Tana. A light fighter. So you have your ramp. 2 beds. A bathroom. Weapons rack. And the cockpit. So quite similar to the previous one. But it's a fighter, and the other one is like a reporting. So this is the Reliant Sun. Light Science. Is this like NASA? Like a solar? It explores. Oh, it's not in game. So, oh, you have a microscope. Maybe you pick up things from other universes. Like aerospace exploration kind of stuff. But it's not in game, so we can't really know. So this is the Reliant Core. It's a light freight. Oh, so you got some weapons there. You have a bigger cargo area, but no beds. No bed. God, I hope they have a bathroom. No bathroom. Maybe you can just pee it out in the universe somehow. You gotta restrict your food and drink intake on here. So it's a beginner starter ship. So that was the Reliant Series. So this is the Freelancer Series. We have 4 variants. Okay, so we got the Freelancer over here. What does it do? A cargo ship? A medium freight ship. So there is a side entrance with a ladder, or you can go from the back, the cargo area, on a ramp. So the cargo area is narrow but long. Oh, and a smaller cargo area. Cups and towels. Bathroom. Oh, and this one has a door. You got 4 beds. You got a cockpit with 4 seats. It's very small. So it's very tight quarters. I would get annoyed with everyone real quick. Oh, there's a top turret. So there's actually a lot of weapons throughout the ship. The Freelancer DUR, which is an Oh, here we go. It's an expedition ship. So we believe that's extra fuel. So let's see. So it's a little bit shorter of a cargo area. There's a huge engine. I would not want to be in this section. It's probably going to get really hot. Oh, but then you have another medium cargo area in the middle. And then the habitation quarter is pretty much the same. You have 4 seats in the cockpit. You got a ladder. Oh, you can go out through the side. So this is the Freelancer Max, one of my husband's favorite ships. It looks a lot bigger. Much wider, bigger cargo area. So the inside of habitation looks about the same. And then same as the cockpit, you got 4 seats. Yes, it's a much bigger cargo area. I don't understand why they have 2 cargo areas though. Oh, and is that an airlock? So this is the military version, Freelancer. Of course, it's Army Green. The Freelancer MISC. Wow, that's a tongue twister. A MISC, Freelancer MISC. Of course, a lot more missiles. Cargo space is a little bit smaller. So the missiles essentially take up the cargo space. Lots of cargo. Same habitation area. Same cockpit area. It will not let us go out. Oh, you have to click exit ship. You cannot just jump out. Okay. A lot of weapons. So that was the Freelancer series. So these are the Razor series. This is the Razor EX. Are they different? Do they do different things? So MISC Razor is for racing, the one in the blue. So these are racing ships. Stealth. So the Razor EX is for stealth. Here we go. Endeavor. It's a science ship. Oh, it's a modular ship that you can put different modules in the center. You can swap it out and... Oh, you can swap it out to be medical, cargo, or science. Okay, so you can customize it. But it's not in-game. So this one is the Expanse. A mobile refining ship. So this refines the ore that you mine. Maybe in 5 years we'll see it in game. This is the Odyssey. An expedition ship. Maybe we'll see it in 5 years. Like a satellite ship? Uh-huh. Oh, this is a larger version of the Hull A. Stick like that? Okay, so the middle will expand and you can stick the cargo like that. I don't like that. I thought it was like a satellite. This is a hull seat, which is not even the biggest one. Hopefully we'll see it in next year's IAE. I would be so nervous because what if it just falls off while you're driving in space? We'll just have to wait for it to come out. So those are the MISC ships. Let us know what you think. I think you already know what I think. And if you don't, let me clarify. And this is just my opinion, and this video is for educational purposes only. I don't like the MISC ships. I hope that was quite clear. They confuse me. To me, it seems like they're either very confusing once you get on, or they don't make sense. Like the design doesn't make sense. Why do you need like 2 cargo areas right next to each other, like right in front of each other? It just, I don't know. Maybe I don't get it because I don't play. I don't know. Well, what about you? Do you like the MISC ships? He likes the Razor, the racing ship. And he likes the Freelancer Max because it carries a lot of vehicles. And that's about it. Okay, so we're going to head over to look at the new paint for the Prospector. Okay, so we're going to check out the new paints for the Prospector. So we're going to check out the Nebula, which is the new paint. We're going to check out the Polar and the Stormbringer. So let's check out the Stormbringer first. Okay, so this is the Stormbringer paint. It's blue accents. So like a dark gray with blue accents. But you have light blue and dark blue accents. Okay, so this is the Polar paint. It's white, obviously. No real accents. It's like monochrome. It goes from like black, gray, and white. Oh, I guess that dark blue is a standard. That's just always there. And this is the Nebula paint, which came out today. So it's dark gray metal with white accents. Okay, so my husband likes this one. Why is it always dark? Is it always night? Is it just night 24/7? So you can't really see the paint. Okay, well, thank you for joining us today on day 8 of IAE 2952. Let us know what you thought about MISC Day and the ships, and if you have any ships that you liked, or if you feel the same way as I do. And let us know which paint you liked for the Prospector. We'll see you next time on our next video. Thank you for tuning in, and bye!